Good morning! I'm here at the Lumpy Ridge Trailhead, and this is located inside Rocky Mountain National Park. And today, I want to go for the needles and to also complete the Lumpy loop. I'm probably looking at a little over 10 miles and a lot of gain, a lot of up and down. Official start time, 6:52. The sun has just risen, and I think it's going to be a beautiful day. I barely fit through there. We've got awesome clouds so far. Those are my favorite kind of clouds. The white puffy ones. I'm gonna stay on the Black Canyon Trail and take it around the south side of the Lumpy Ridge. In my opinion, this is the prettiest part of the Lumpy Loop. Epic views of Twin Sisters, Mount Meeker, Long's Peak, and many other mountains in Rocky Mountain National Park. And look at all those mullein plants over there. I think this is the most mullein that I've ever seen in one spot. It's thick right here. And that's looking over at Castle Mountain. And this is going to be my first real good look at the needles. It has taken me 45 minutes to get out to this sign, and I have hiked 1.8 miles. I'm thinking about going up the south side of the needles and then dropping it down on the other side, picking up the trail and continuing on with the Lumpy loop. But that's going to be brutal. Basically go through the trees and right up the middle, crossing over into Rocky Mountain National Park. And if I can get to the top of the needles, I'm going to try and get out on that little point sticking up. The good news is that I've been hiking for an hour and 10 minutes, and I'm up here to the Sundance Buttress Split. The bad news is that I'm looking at about 1,750 feet of elevation gain in about a half mile. I had to stop for a quick little 3-minute break to bust out the climbing gloves, the hiking poles, and the little bonnet part for my hat, so my head doesn't get all burned up. I'm on a pretty nice trail for the time being, but this isn't gonna last. And just as I suspected, this is really steep back here. My goodness. We're getting up there. I think this trail leads up to the base of that rock. Then I'm gonna take it around to the right side. And this trail is just going straight up this slope. And I just knocked out about 450 vertical feet in about 20 minutes. This trail is making it easy. As soon as I get to that overhanging rock up there, I'm gonna take a little break. I've made it up to about 9,000 feet, which means I just knocked out 750. And I'm looking at another 1,000 up to the top. And I've made it out to the overhanging rock. And I'm thinking that this is about halfway up. I'm gonna take a quick break under this thing for a minute. I'm gonna cool down for a moment because I am burning up right now. Right here. This is gonna be my spot. It's just now 8:52, so I've been out here hiking for 2 hours on the nose, and I'm up at about 9,100 feet, and the summit of the Needles is a little over 10,000, so I'm looking at about 900 more up to the top, and that's going to be the steep part. Well, I've been sitting up here for about 5 minutes or so, but this mountain ain't gonna hike itself. And from here on out, this is gonna be the steepest section, and it's gonna be a full-on bushwhack. That nice trail is over. All right, let's keep it going. Ooh. And this just got real nasty back here. But I think what I need to do is hug this wall and take it straight up. Yeah, you're gonna need your hands through here. Yeah, and this next little bit looks pretty good. I mean, it's like straight up, but it's mostly rocks. And And actually, there is a little trail through here. And I've been staying on it so far. Hopefully it keeps going all the way to the top. This is rough though. Real slow moving. Yeah, I do feel like this trail is a little more defined since last time I did this. And the next 100 vertical feet looks pretty good. I had to stop for a quick little 3-minute break because this is hard. I'm talking straight up. I think I'm right around 9,400. So I'm still looking at 600 more up to the top. If you come out here and try this, just prepare for some climbing. You definitely have to use your hands through here. I'm gonna climb up this part. This is looking up at the next part. I don't want to jinx it, but I'm doing much better this time around. I'm pretty much staying on this little trail. It's like when in doubt, pinch it back to the west and climb up the rocks by the wall. And what the heck is that thing? I think I'm still doing good, and I'm way over here by the rock. Yeah, this last part is just nasty. I had to sit down. My legs would not hold me up anymore. This is hard. This is one of the hardest ascents I've done all summer. Absolutely brutal. But I'm getting pretty close. It's just I gotta get my heart rate down or something. I'm getting all super dizzy going up this. Man, this is tough. And look at my legs. Those are not ticks. They're like those little sticky little burrs. So I'm gonna have to pick those off at some point. I'm at about 9650 and I'm almost up to the little saddle area. I just need to keep pushing it. All right, I've just come upon some raspberries and that's gonna be the booster I need to get me to the top. This last part is so dang hard. I just threw up like 6 times. I probably got vomit on my face still. I just can't get my energy back. I just got done puking my brains out and I actually feel much better now. I'm at about 9,750 and I'm real close to the top. I just need to keep going. Yeah, I came up over there by the rocks and then it just got too nasty and I had to cut it across. And that was incredibly tough. Those bushes are deep. Note to self, never do this again. Never. I've made it through the worst part, and I just need to walk up these rocks now. I can't believe how hard this is right now. I can barely even see straight. It took me an hour and 45 minutes to get up here to this little saddle area from the overhanging rock. And that was the hardest thing I've done all year. I'm sitting up here on the saddle. I got the summit right behind me, but I'm trying to replenish my fluids. And that noon water tasted about the same coming up as it did going down. Just kind of this acidic tropical fruit flavor. Yeah, so that really wasn't a bad tasting vomit at all. I got one more little scramble up to the summit, and it's gonna require a little class 3 move. It's not too hard though. And there's the summit out there. I can finally see it. Yep, there's at least one class 3 move to get to the top. And there it is, right there. And in 4 hours and 10 minutes, I'm up here, summit of the Needles. That's looking over to Deer Mountain. And then as I spin to the north, that's going to be McGregor sticking up. And then out there in the distance are the Mummy Mountains. I can see Ypsilon, Fairchild, and Mummy. That's looking at the route out to the very end. And I don't know if I want to do that. It looks kind of scary. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say no to that. I mean, if someone had a gun to my head, I could probably get out there, but this part right here doesn't look good because it slopes right off. And then, if I can get over to here, there's like a 5-foot move you have to make, and it's just got sheer drop-offs to both sides. And it's just not worth it. Yeah, just standing up there for that few seconds, I could tell that my legs were a little wobbly, and I just don't think it'd be a good idea trying to get across that little narrow section. I'm good. I'm just sitting up here enjoying this beautiful day. There's maybe a 1-mile-per-hour wind and blue skies. It doesn't get much better than this. And this is looking across the Lumpy Ridge. And way out here is where Gem Lake is. And if I do the Lumpy loop, I'm gonna have to drop it down and then go back up and over that little area. Whew, that's gonna be brutal. It looks like Mount Meeker and Long's Peak have snow on them. That's pretty crazy. Yeah, there's not a ton of room up here on the summit of the Needles. I had pretty much a sheer drop off about 3 feet ahead of me. I'm glad it's not windy. It might have blown something off. And this is what I'm looking at next. I'm gonna drop it down, connect with the trail, way down there, take it across, and then back up to Gem Lake. And then from Gem Lake, I'm gonna take it down to the Lumpy Ridge Trailhead. Well guys, it's 12 o'clock and I've been sitting up here for nearly an hour, but it's time to go. It's time to head on back. And this is going to conclude part 1, and I hope you join me for part 2. And until then, peace.